Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are meeting here this evening, and I'm truly want to acknowledge elders past, present, and emerging. I've got a few things to go through today because we do have some guests here this evening that don't know fully about Australia's CEO Challenge. I'm really proud to lead this organisation, and our journey has been long. We began in 1999 with an initiative from the then Lord Mayor Jim Sawley. And Jim was looking to tackle an issue in the community that wasn't being addressed. And this issue was our silent epidemic, domestic and family violence. And so what Jim did was pull together a working group of businesses, government, organisations to talk about how they could make an impact in changing and having a world free of violence. That initiative began Australia's CEO Challenge. It's been a long journey and extremely hard to be able to go into a workplace and talk about this issue, but more so for workplaces to understand the role that they play. The place that we go the most is work, or where we spend most of our time is in the workplace. And CEO Challenge challenges CEOs at the top of organisations to do something, to acknowledge the statistics, which are horrendous, and that they may have in their workplace those affected and that they could do something to help. It's really powerful when we go along our journey, and I'm going to talk to you about some of the organisations now that are on board with this issue and that are really passionate about change in our communities. So fast forward to 2015, where the Queensland Government, headed by Quinton Bryce, put together a domestic and family violence task force. And that task force went out amongst Queensland to find out what was going on around this issue. What they came back with was 140 recommendations. There was a lot to do. Recommendation 40 named Australia's CEO Challenge as an organisation that could support workplaces to address those affected in them. There began our journey. At that time, I was running Chisholm Women's Refuge, and I realised from my own lived experience where my workplace helped me get out that I could do more if I came and trained managers to do what my manager did to help me. So I came on board as the Programs and Training Manager, and a year later was appointed CEO of this organisation. I'm really proud to say that, boy, have we had some huge growth. In 2016, the Queensland Government supported our organisation with some funding so we could really get ourselves capable of supporting workplaces and more of them. So we built a website, we did some research, we got some working groups, we redeveloped our face-to-face training, and in 2017 we started our journey of building a Challenge Zero workplace maturity program that would allow workplaces to go on a journey knowing that it was going to take time to make sustainable cultural change in our workplaces. 2018, we piloted our Challenge Zero program. We then went from 2 people to more than that, to 8 now, and I'm going to show you that slide, and 15 facilitators nationally, and we delivered internationally this year. We've got additional programs, and the momentum of what we're doing and the organisations we're working with speaks volumes. You're here tonight to support us to keep doing what we're doing. And some of that is we've got 8 team members here in the offices, and I really want to highlight first and foremost the place in which we are this evening, which is level 22, which is provided to us by our founding partner, Allison. Allison has been supporting Australia's CEO Challenge for 18 years. This is an unheard of, amazing, grateful place to be in. That an organisation such as ours, which is not for profit, which isn't government funded, which needs your support tonight, wink wink, to continue the great work that we're doing. So a huge shout out and thank you to Min to Allison for housing us and continuing to support what we do in our communities. So 15 facilitators across Australia and New Zealand. We have certainly grown. And as you can see by some of the logos on the screen there, we are now in male-dominated industries. We are working in any workplace that we can get into to, first and foremost, educate, raise awareness, provide people with the framework and skills to, at least if someone's going through this, know what to say, know what to do, and know where those support services are. Our year in review, and it's been a big one. Our workplace training, we delivered 803 hours of training to 36 workplaces. We had 4,374 participants, 15 facilitators delivered training. What we also do is give back. So a big part of what we do when working with businesses is not only educating in the workplace, but to also invite that workplace to partner with a frontline service. Because when we ask you to refer people to support, you need to know those services are there. And if someone needs a safe place to stay, we need to know that they're available. So our give back as a not-for-profit is to link our corporates, our businesses, with a frontline service. And we're really proud of that engagement. This evening, we've got 29 active partnerships which have been driven and led by Catherine Lamb. Big ups. Sorry, a bit louder. She's the lady in the back there. We've got 9 active community engagement projects and 5 in the pipeline. And we are going to hear from one of our refuge partners this evening about the impact that that program has at the front line and in our communities. Also, we do events and fundraising because without this, we wouldn't be able to keep going. Our major event every year is Darkness to Daylight. It's a huge event. This year, so when it first began, we had 300 participants. This year, we had 2,730 people running a 10K loop around South Bank. And we raised $140,000 for us to be able to continue what we do. You can see there our inaugural, more than just a handbag charity auction here tonight. We are going to come back at the end of the evening and see what we've been able to do with the generous and amazing people in the room this evening. Some of the highlights for us, and these are just images, we've got partnerships with government, we've got partnerships with frontline services. We are connected across the board, and our vision is a world free of violence. And we want you to come on that journey with us. We challenge you to do something. I'm wearing orange tonight because today is day 5 of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence against women. And we need to stand together. And I just want to do a quick shout out to my husband, Scott, in the room. You! So coming out of a lived experience, Scott has shown me what a healthy relationship looks like and what some beautiful, great men we have. And we need to really capitalise on our great men and ask you to join us and stand up and speak out. I went too far. Today, I'm really happy to say that we launched our brand new website, which I'm extremely proud of. And I just want to finish on thanking you all, each and every one of you, for being here this evening and dig deep. Can we just have a look at our website, Tess? Oh, do I have to do it? Right. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! If you saw our one before, this is amazing. And we've had some incredible feedback about it. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight and certainly help my husband, who's going to be the auctioneer.